A symphony of barks, decoding the language of dogs. Dogs are amazing. They have a unique way of communicating with us, and their barks are a big part of that. Each bark carries a different meaning, and by paying attention, we can start to understand what our dogs are trying to tell us. They wag their tails, they lick our faces, but one thing sets them apart: their barks. A dog's bark can convey a wide range of emotions and messages. From excitement to fear, from a call for attention to a warning, each bark is a window into their world. Barking is a dog's way of talking. It's how they tell us they're happy, sad, or need something. When a dog barks happily, it might be greeting you or expressing joy. A sad bark could indicate loneliness or discomfort, and a bark near an empty food bowl, well, that's a clear message that it's time for dinner. Just like our voices, barks come in different forms. Some dogs have deep booming barks. Others have high-pitched yaps. The size and breed of the dog often influence the sound of their bark, but each dog's bark is as unique as their personality. The way a dog barks can tell us a lot about what they're trying to say. Think of it like this: each bark is a clue. By observing the context and the tone of the bark, we can decipher whether a dog is feeling playful, anxious, or protective. By listening closely, we can learn to understand our furry friends better. It's all about tuning in to their unique language and responding appropriately. This not only strengthens our bond with them, but also helps in addressing their needs more effectively. Let's explore the fascinating world of dog barking and unlock the secrets behind those woofs. Together we'll delve into the nuances of their vocalizations and become better companions to our loyal barking friends. Why do they bark? Unraveling the mystery of canine vocalization. Dogs bark for many reasons. It's their way of communicating with us and each other. Sometimes a bark is a happy greeting. "You're home, I'm so glad to see you," their bark might say. Other times, a bark is a warning. "Hey, there's someone at the door." They might be alerting us. Dogs also bark when they're scared, frustrated, or want to play. Interestingly, different breeds bark differently. Small breeds like Chihuahuas are known for their frequent, high-pitched barks. Larger breeds like German Shepherds have loud, commanding barks. The barking spectrum, from whispers to howls. Just like we adjust our tone of voice, dogs vary their barks depending on the situation. A playful bark is often short and sharp. A warning bark is usually louder and more intense. When a dog is anxious, their bark might sound whiny or hesitant, and when they're truly alarmed, it can turn into a full-blown howl. By paying attention to the tone and intensity of their bark, we can get a better understanding of their emotional state. It's important to remember that barking is natural for dogs. It's how they communicate. However, excessive barking can be a sign of an underlying issue, such as boredom or anxiety. Anecdotes and insights. Tales from the world of dog barks. There are countless stories about dogs using their barks to communicate in amazing ways. From the playful yips of puppies to the deep, resonant barks of older dogs, each sound carries a unique message. Dogs have an incredible range of vocalizations that they use to express their emotions, needs, and even their thoughts. One famous study showed that dogs can even recognize the barks of familiar dogs, just like we recognize each other's voices. This ability to distinguish between different barks is a testament to their keen sense of hearing and their social intelligence. It's fascinating to think about how dogs navigate their world through sound. I once knew a Labrador who had a special bark for when he wanted to play fetch. It wasn't just any bark, it was a happy, insistent bark that his owners couldn't resist. This particular bark was his way of saying, "Come on, let's play." And it always worked. It was a happy, insistent bark that his owners couldn't resist. They knew exactly what he wanted and would immediately grab his favorite ball. This kind of communication created a special bond between the dog and his owners, making their relationship even more enjoyable. Another dog I met would bark in a specific way to let his owner know he needed to go outside. This bark was different from his other barks, more urgent and direct. It was his way of saying, "I need to go out now," and his owner always understood. These anecdotes highlight the incredible ability of dogs to use barking as a sophisticated form of communication. Each bark, whether it's a playful yip or an urgent call, serves a purpose and conveys a message. By paying attention to these vocal cues, we can better understand our dogs and respond to their needs. By paying close attention, we can learn to decipher their unique language and build stronger bonds with our furry companions. Understanding their barks not only helps us meet their needs, but also deepens the connection we share with them, making our lives together even more fulfilling. Listen up. A guide to understanding and responding to your dog's barks. Understanding your dog's barks is key to being a responsible owner. Dogs bark for various reasons, and each type of bark can mean something different. By learning to interpret these barks, you can better meet your dog's needs and ensure their well-being. Start by paying attention to the context. When does your dog bark the most? Is it when the doorbell rings, or perhaps when they see another dog outside? Identifying these patterns can help you understand what your dog is trying to communicate. What seems to trigger their barking? Is it a specific person, animal, or situation? Recognizing these triggers is the first step in addressing any excessive barking issues. If your dog barks excessively, it's important to address the underlying cause. Excessive barking can be a sign of boredom, anxiety, or even a medical issue. Observing your dog's behavior and consulting with professionals can help you find the root cause. Provide plenty of mental and physical stimulation through play, training, and walks. Engaging your dog in activities they enjoy can reduce their need to bark out of boredom or frustration. If the barking persists, consult with a veterinarian or certified dog trainer. They can offer guidance and strategies tailored to your dog's specific needs. Remember, never punish your dog for barking. Punishment can increase anxiety and make the problem worse. Instead, stay calm and patient. It's their natural way of communicating. Dogs use barks to express excitement, alert you to potential dangers, or simply to get your attention. Instead, focus on positive reinforcement techniques to encourage quieter behavior. Reward your dog when they are calm and quiet, and they will learn that being quiet gets them what they want. With patience and understanding, you can learn to communicate effectively with your furry friend and build a lasting bond based on trust and respect. This bond will make both you and your dog happier and more connected.